Mr. Satan, the one everybody says who is weak or lies for fame, isn't actually the same person anymore. He's a proud Saiyan who aims to get stronger, with the threat of the Majin known as Majin Buu, and with two stronger antagonists, who would introduce this real champ to a realm no one knew existed. Can Mr. Satan prove how strong he can really be? We'll be covering that in this part of What If Mr. Satan Was a Saiyan. Now after Shin introduced himself to Goku and Mr. Satan, they agreed to help the Kai. So they increased their power so Spokovic and Yamu can go to their area and strike Goku, as Goku falls onto the ground, with Kibito healing him. Now they can go follow the servants to Babaji's ship, but this backfires because the Bora appear, spitting on Goku as well as killing Kibito. And to make this even worse, Goku's energy fully awakens Buu. Since Goku is as strong as his Super Saiyan 3 counterpart from in canon, because of him being stronger than in canon already in the Cell Saga. Remember, in the Cell Saga, Goku was at the same level as Cell. So if Goku trains for 3 years with Gohan, Piccolo, Mr. Satan, and Vegeta, as well as the others, I think he'll be at the same level as Super Saiyan 3. So Buu is revived, and everybody is surprised. This is Majin Buu. Babidi tells Majin Buu to attack, but Piccolo will cut Babidi in half, then uses a Masenko, killing Babidi. At this time, Mr. Satan has finally killed Deborah with a Kamehameha. When he sees Buu, Mr. Satan actually falls in love with the big blob, not in a weird way. Mr. Satan introduces himself to Buu, and Buu actually does the same thing. Mr. Satan talks about getting candy, and Buu actually wants to accompany him. So Mr. Satan and Buu leave, to everybody's shock. Looks like Mr. Satan has dealt with Buu, but Shin would still want to show his thanks by asking the Z Fighters if somebody wanted to train on this planet. Goku and Vegeta would decline, but Piccolo and Gohan would actually agree. So Shin Kai-Kais himself, Gohan and Piccolo to the world of the Kais. When Kibito is soon revived, he teleports to the Supreme Kai's world, and is angry to see Gohan and Piccolo there. But after Shin explains everything to Kibito, he calms down. Now Mr. Satan and Buu is buying candy, and Mr. Satan gives the Sun family a lot of money, and builds a house near the Sun family. One day, Buu will see some robbers trying to rob Mr. Satan, and Buu will get angry enough to split into good and evil Buu. But to Buu's surprise, Mr. Satan is actually really strong, dealing with the robbers, and going Super Saiyan 2, helping good Buu defeat evil Buu. Then Buu turns evil Buu into candy, then he will eat evil Buu, and turns into Super Buu? But this Super Buu is actually good, as he tells Mr. Satan, Buu might have changed, but he is still the same lovable Buu. With Mr. Satan smiling, you know you might actually be a good training partner, and Buu actually likes this idea, as Mr. Satan and Buu go to Mount Paozu, and starts to train with all the Sun family, Goku, Gohan, Chi-Chi, and Goten, as well as Vegeta and Trunks from time to time. Now I made the Buu saga really short, but that does not mean that we're done with this part, because we are going to Battle of Gods. Now 4 years will pass, and Lord Beerus will wake up from his nap, then ask his Whis about something called the Super Saiyan Gods, and Whis would actually tell Beerus about the Saiyan or Supreme Kai's world, within the Namekian as well. So Beerus decides to go there, as he goes to the Supreme Kai's world, with Beerus wanting to fight Gohan and Piccolo. So Gohan and Piccolo would agree as they go into their ultimate form. Yes, Gohan has broken the Z-Sword and has awakened the older Kai, with him unlocking Gohan's potential. But Piccolo doesn't want to stay behind, so older Kai unlocks Piccolo's potential as well. Now they rush at Beerus, with them putting up a good fight, similar to Rage Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta vs Beerus. But Beerus still defeats Gohan and Piccolo, then goes to Earth, then challenges the rest of the Z Fighters. Now the only ones who put up a good fight is Goku, Vegeta, and Mr. Satan. Chi-Chi, Goten, Trunks, 16, and even the newly built Perfect Cell would jump in. But Beerus would just defeat them all, with Perfect Cell actually putting up the best fight, besides from the Saiyans. But he is also defeated. So Mr. Satan, as well as Goku and Vegeta, jumps in to try and help Cell. But this leads to everybody getting beaten down. So this is where Chi-Chi, Bulma, and Videl steps up. As Bulma decides to slap Beerus, Videl tries to kick Beerus, and Chi-Chi decides to punch Beerus. And Beerus slaps, kicks, and punches back, knocking all three of them unconscious. Now the three Saiyans would be enraged. As they all yell, Vegeta says, "That's my Bulma!" Goku says, "How dare you hurt Chi-Chi?" As Mr. Satan yells, "How dare you hurt my dear Videl?" As they all yell, with Vegeta and Goku unlocking Super Saiyan 3. But something different happens to Mr. Satan. He actually yells, KO 10 times 4, as his energy surges, being on the same level as Super Saiyan 3, Goku and Vegeta, as they all rush at Beerus, actually giving Beerus a good fight. But Beerus still beats down all of them, so Mr. Satan actually decides to summon Shenron, with him asking how to get the Super Saiyan God. So Shenron explains the Super Saiyan God ritual, but at this point, Piccolo and Gohan will Kai to the battlefield, and it's good timing because everybody starts doing the ritual. So Goku, Vegeta, Goku and Trunks, Gohan and Mr. Satan does the Super Saiyan God ritual, as Goku becomes the first Super Saiyan God in thousands of years, as he battles Beerus, like in canon. But when Beerus stabs Goku and lets Goku fall into the water, Mr. Satan asks everybody if there is a way to do the ritual again. But Vegeta says they don't have enough Saiyans for that. But Vegeta will say that she is pregnant, as the Saiyans do the ritual one last time. As Mr. Satan actually becomes the Super Saiyan God, as he goes to battle Beerus. And Beerus is surprised to see another Super Saiyan God, as Mr. Satan battles Beerus, with Goku soon jumping back into the battle, until the battle is taken to space, and Beerus powers up a Spear of Destruction, as Goku and Mr. Satan powers up a Kamehameha, destroying the ball. But Super Saiyan God would run out, as Beerus compliments the Saiyans. That was the best battle he had in a while, and thanks them as well as deciding to not destroy Earth. As Beerus and Whis leave, now some time would pass, and Whis would have some lunch with Bulma. And this is when Vegeta as well as Hercule sees Whis, and asks for training. And after cooking some food, Whis agrees, as Hercule and Vegeta trains with Whis, and 6 months later, Goku decides to. So a year would pass, and some Frieza soldiers will summon Shenron, as they wish for Frieza to be revived. So Shenron scatters, and Frieza with his army returns to space. Now Frieza is serious, with him being beaten by 2 Super Saiyans, but that doesn't bother him too much. He will just do that disgusting thing Saiyans always do, training, as he trains for 4 months, as Frieza unlocks his golden form. Now he goes to Earth, and attacks with all his army. But the Z Fighters is able to defeat the army, but doesn't fight Frieza. Luckily, after sensing Frieza, Gohan and Piccolo Kai to the Earth, as they battle Frieza, with Frieza being pushed into his final form. But Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo is able to still beat down Frieza, until Frieza goes into his golden form, but Gohan and Piccolo is still stronger than Frieza. Remember, Gohan has never stopped training, and he has a training partner in Piccolo, which also has the same form, and it also makes Piccolo stronger as well. So Gohan and Piccolo is actually on the same level as Goku from the canon. So Piccolo and Gohan defeats Frieza with a Kamehameha and Misenko combo. Now Beerus and Whis alongside Goku, Vegeta, and Hercule arrives on the planet. Looks like they didn't need to defeat Frieza after all. Beerus is annoyed, but makes his anger go away, asking if anybody else would like to train on this planet. Maybe he will get some new rivals. And Gohan along with Boo actually agrees, with Boo arriving after the Z Fighters killed Frieza. Boo wasn't actually able to make the fight, and this disappoints Boo, so this training might get Boo stronger. Piccolo would still like to train on the world of the Kais, so he declines. So Beerus brings all the Saiyans, as well as Boo, to his planet, with Boo and Gohan unlocking God's Key, with Gohan unlocking Super Saiyan God, but soon goes back to Earth, with Mr. Satan and Boo deciding to do the same, as they continue to train on Earth. But more time will pass, and a Universe 6 tournament will be planned. But we will be speeding through the stars. So the team will be Goku, Vegeta, Mr. Satan, Gohan, and Boo. So they go to the tournament, and Boo basically solos the Universe 6 team. With him being smarter, he actually is able to enter the tournament. So Boo sweeps the team all the way up to his, with it eliminating Boo with a time skip. Trunks' poison doesn't affect Boo, and he doesn't teach Kappa Super Saiyan, because Boo doesn't know how to transform into one himself. And with Mogeta, Boo just uses his pure strength to defeat Mogeta without insults. But next up is Mr. Satan, and after being beaten around by Hit, Mr. Satan starts countering Hit's time skip. Then he turns to pretend to battle Hit, with Mr. Satan beating down Hit. But then when Hit upgrades his time skip, Mr. Satan goes to pretend God, as he defeats Hit with a Kamehameha. Hit will still be in the arena, but Mr. Satan decides to use his new form for a split second, as he kicks Hit out of the arena, then reverts back to his base. So the Universe 6 team is basically solos, with Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan being bummed that they didn't get to fight. Beerus will make the same wish as in canon, but Aegis and God will be watching the tournament on YouTube, and is enraged seeing these mortals use godly ki. It was only 2 fighters, but still, that shouldn't have happened. So he wishes to steal the body of not Goku in this timeline, but he steals Mr. Satan's body. Then he goes to another version of himself, but this one actually doesn't wish for immortality, but instead he wishes to steal Boo's body. Yes, this is going to be the Future Saga, or Mr. Satan and Boo Black Saga. Let's just stick with the Zamasu Saga, or the Body Changing Saga. Okay, but that is where we are going to leave it off for right now. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content, as well as comment down below what video I should do next. But with all that said, I'll see everybody in the next video. See ya, and until we meet again.